Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing good. So today I'm going to start with Vuex tutorial. So this video is just for our introductory video. So let's get started with today's video. So what we are going to see in this video is first one, what is Vuex? Then we will be seeing architecture of Vuex. There's like flow of Vuex, how Vuex is working. Then third one, we will be seeing what we are going to learn in this series, like in this tutorial, what all things we are going to learn. So firstly, let's get started with what is Vuex. So Vuex basically is a library or a state management pattern that we use with Vue.js. So what exactly Vuex does is it lets you to create a centralized data store which can be accessed by all the like components that you will be creating in your Vue app. So what is state management pattern? So before that, what is state? State you can think of like as a like data of your application that you are going to use. So state management is how we manage our data. So in simple terms, Vuex let us to manage our data in more effective way. So let me show you this through our image. So here you can see Vuex as a boundary. So you can take this as a centralized store. That's here all our state are kept. You can see state is inside Vuex and these are actions, mutations and getters. Right now don't worry about that. We will be covering this in later videos. So here you take Vuex as a centralized store and so you can see all these Vue components are using Vuex state. So that's the advantage of using Vuex, because if let's say multiple components needs to be used same data, then you need to pass it as a prop, and let's say child and child components are there, then you need to pass and like props so two levels or three levels or whatever like hierarchy in your project. But using Vuex it becomes very easy because directly that component can fetch that data from your centralized store and get that and use it in its own component. So now let's move to second part, that is architecture or flow of Vuex basically. Here you can see diagram related to that. So first is your state, that is basically source of truth that is given in Vuex documentation. That name is given to the state. Then we have getters and mutators. So getters basically you can consider as a functions that will get the value from your like state variable. Let's say in state you have variable a that is having value, let's say 2. So getter will be getter is a function that will get the current value of your variable a, that is 2, and getter will return that state value to your Vue component. So now that value is in your Vue component. So now let's say there you have one form that will be, let's say one input field that will change the value of a, that is 2 right now, that will display 2 value. And now let's you have changed that a equals to 2 to let's say a equals to 3. So now action will be there. So because you have changed the input, so that will captured by actions. Basically you can understand by this like the action is triggered, so that will call actions. So action is that value is changed, you need to update your state in your centralized store. So for that mutation will happen. Mutation you can consider it like you can save your data, you can update your data or delete your data. So anything like changing your state, that is mutation. You can consider this as a circle of three states. That is, first is state, that you have one state that is displayed in your Vue, where if any view is changed, then any action will trigger, that action will update your state. So that's a circle that will be happening in Vuex. So let me show you another diagram from Vuex like documentation only. So there it's like this. So you can see Vuex also like a container here. State, you can see actions and mutations. So state is rendered in Vue component, that is state is displayed in Vue component. So if anything change happen in Vue component, that will dispatch one action, like it will call or trigger a action. So action will then save that data into like using mutation to back to state. So you can see backend API linked with actions here. So when our action will be called, that will also be doing some things, right, to insert a new record or update. So that will be like done using backend API. So that's what it indicates, that backend API will be called when action is triggered. Basically, inside actions, we will be calling our API. So terms are different here. So terms you can see to save, or it's commit, or after mutation it's mutate. So I have shown you in basic layman terms that how UX works. So I hope you get the flow clear. So now let's move to next, that is what we are going to learn in this tutorial, that is Vuex tutorial. So we'll be saying state, getters, mutations, actions, modules. So all these we are going to see in depth, and I'll be showing you using CRUD operations. So that's all in this video. I have shown you introduction to Vuex. So in my next video, I'll be installing project from scratch and installing Vue and basic example of Vuex. So that's all in this video. I hope you like this video. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.